Hi Gemini, and welcome to your reading tool. What you should be focused on the next 7 days and which energies are going to support you. So I will be quickly lay out a spread and I will be right back. Gemini, so what you should be focused on the next 7 days. We're having the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups. Okay, the overarching energy is the Six of Swords, which I will come to in a moment. The Six of Swords talks about leaving something behind. As you see, those swords are the insights, the knowledge, the mindset, and everything that kind of has an influence on your action mentally. This is what she kept, and she's like moving over to calmer shores. This is like the overall theme. Okay, this is not an advice, not yet. maybe not yet. But then we're having here the Two of Swords. The advice here is there could be two things. One thing means not holding on to beliefs. You see, she's holding those swords very near to her heart. It's like she's guarding herself with those maybe opinions, maybe those, you know, the thing is, those swords, those beliefs, she is blind. She needs to take a decision whether she is saying goodbye to one of those beliefs, or maybe she is just like saying goodbye to both of those because she understands that they no longer serves her. But this is here about deciding and balance. The two is standing for balance. Then we're having the Nine of Cups, which advises you to acknowledge your inner wealth, your inner abundance. The cups are about emotions, and we're having nine. The nine is about something is coming full circle, something is like closing a chapter. The Four of Swords to me is, when it's an advice position, it's to me always like meditate, rest and meditate. Then we're having the Eight of Cups, which talks about moving away from maybe emotions or people that no longer serves us. We are around the time of a new moon. Also, I think something is going on. Chiron, is Chiron retrograde? I believe Chiron is retrograde. Chiron is the planet of the wounded warrior. And when Chiron goes retrograde, we are urged to heal. We are urged to heal our inner child, depending on which house in your natal chart this is happening. But there is something you are asked to leave, and you are a Gemini. I'm a Gemini rising. It is about, and now I get what this Wheel of Fortune is about. This Wheel of Fortune is, it actually remembers me of, like of the part of fortune in my natal chart. The part of fortune says is like where you're kind of fortunate in this area, depending on which house it is in your natal chart. Or yeah, I'm not an astrologer yet. Maybe one day I will be. I don't know. But this remembers me of the part of fortune, which gives me a sense of that you are asked to do these things in order to tick this wheel in the right direction. I think the wheel wouldn't appear in this reading if there's not really something waiting for you. Which I will come to later, because this is something faded. This is something that karmic, that needs to be released. All childhood wounds. In general, the advice for you for this week, Gemini, is, and this is what also the Six of Swords implements, You are in a transition. You are transitioning into something new, into someone new. You are already new. It is just like being aware that all your ducks are in a row. Being aware of it. And then when you will be able to be aware of it, when you are aware of it, you are really asked to practicing gratitude, meditating, ground yourself, go out in nature, and be aware of your gained power. Be aware of your gained inner stability, because otherwise you wouldn't be sitting in this boat, okay? You wouldn't be making this transition. I just had a German saying in my head, which I don't know how to translate, but believe me, it's funny. The thing here is that as soon as you are really recognizing how firm you already are in your new belief systems, in your healthy, high vibrational new belief systems, you will be easily willing to let those two swords down, taking a decision. Taking a decision. It is not really some kind of this card is pretty passive. It is not really action oriented. This is about thoughts, your belief system. But I believe that when you are aware of how precious, beautiful, strong, and safe you actually are, you're also being supported by the divine. This Wheel of Fortune wants to turn in your favor. You will be... It is going to be not a very hard thing for you to leave emotionally behind what needs to be left behind. I hope this was grammatically correct, but I'm pretty sure that you got me. Okay, let's move on to which energies are going to support you this week, because we're talking here about something pretty major, to be honest. We are having the Hierophant, which fits actually really good. We're having the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. We're having the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Magician. Besides the fact that you are supported by the divine, actually always at 100%, you're always supported by the divine, okay? When your intentions, if your intentions aren't high vibrational, you're going to be supported in order to push you in the direction of living on a high vibrational frequency. But in fact, this is a huge indicator for me that that there's something divinely guided wants to happen in your favor, and I'm not being told what it is. That's another fact. It's just like transitioning into something. I don't know what it is. Crowning those four tarot cards, we are having a crystal card, which is the Aziz to Light. Of course, I don't have got like all the crystals, all the informations about the crystals in my head, so what I would like to read for you from this book before I start off, because I think this is going to tell us a little bit more about which energies are going to support you. So, the Azastolite Cosmic Evolution. Azastolites are imbued with immense spiritual energy and information for guidance and insight. They are here to help Earth ascend into a higher expression of consciousness. Well, that's what I said. It looks like you are really being pushed into something more high vibrational. Self-understanding. You are a being of light here to help Earth evolve. Although you need to rise above mundane concerns, keep your feet on the ground and deal with the everyday. This is what I was talking about when I said, like, ground yourself. It is really important. So, too much emphasis on sweetness and light leads to ignoring your shadow energies, which become inauthentic and lethal. Niceness, if not acknowledged and integrated. Stay real, leave your ego behind. Healing inside, and I think this is something that is pretty important for this reading. Recognizing that every soul is precious ensures you remain in cosmic harmony. That's actually what I was talking to you about, the Two of Swords. That I've been talking like maybe opinions or belief systems about things. Maybe these belief systems that you have are about people. So it's likely that what you are asked of is not being so closed off and like open your arms in the same moment you're going to open your heart, which absolutely makes sense with the Nine of Cups, the advice to being aware what you already have around you or inside of you, from as in like emotional content. I don't know if this is the right word, but as the energies that are going to support you, we're having the Four of Cups, which this is really the energy that is going to support you, is you are able to recognize, because you practice gratitude, you grounded yourself, you are calm and collected, so you will be easily recognizing this cup that is going to be handed over to you. As I said, it is going to be, maybe there's coming some, maybe love is coming, or maybe an insight from spirit, because we don't see another person. We see here is a hand, but we don't see a person. It could be an insight, or it could be love, a love offer. The Five of Swords as an energy that is going to support you, which is like the counterpart of this. This is the Four of Swords, this is the Five of Swords. After you have been meditating and grounding yourself, you are able to liberate yourself from those belief systems. You know, actually, it looks pretty easy. To be honest, when I'm looking at this when I read this, the description for this crystal, it looks to me like you are spiritually evolved in a certain way. Which, whether good or bad, doesn't really matter, but you seem to have some knowing about spiritual development or spiritual inner evolution. That's why maybe for others it might look like, well, you are just going to meditate and ground yourself and be happy, and this is how you can like release old stuff. Yeah, it's just not looking that dramatic, because when you're more spiritually evolved, you don't feel it as dramatic as that. You know, it's some kind of that needs to come naturally. It is really nothing that is overly dramatic when you are in this game for a longer time. What is going to support you is also the Magician. The Magician talks about you, since you are clear-minded and well positioned, feeling safe, you will be able to play with the elements. You're going to be the alchemist. You are going to kind of being able to laser focus on what it is that you want. It is like, maybe it is going to be for you very easy to recognize those elements that you are playing with. Playing with the elements. Those elements that are here for you, and it will feel to you like a play, or like a game, like a play. Anyways, I think you understand what I mean. So the Hierophant, to me, in this position, after what we read, about what you should be focused on. This guy, he looks very happy. And you know, it's like Stairway to Heaven. Everything is pink. You are following your intuition, your third eye, your crown chakra is open. What this indicates to me is that you found your own individual belief systems. You established them. And those belief systems, they are going to provide you with the strength that's necessary in order to close out this transition and turn this wheel of fortune in your favor. As I said, the only indication that I have is here the Four of Cups. It could be maybe a gift of love, and I just saw my magic number, the number 23. So it could be that you are being gifted with love, you're being gifted with, yeah, I don't really feel it's about intuition. I feel it's really about like someone from the outside is coming in. For others, it could really talk about you are getting an intuitive hit. But nonetheless, whether it is about intuition or someone tangible coming towards you and want to give you something, this is going to turn something in a major way. Okay, Gemini. I hope this reading helped you and prepared you for the upcoming 7 days. If you liked it, please feel free to write it down in the comment section and subscribe and like this video. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.